Let's make an accordion file folder, but make it aesthetic. My name is Bree from 1130 for Press, and today we're upcycling old book covers to make a vintage-inspired folder for our stickers, label cards, and other ephemera. If you're new to this channel, we share bookmaking, journaling, and papercraft inspiration every Sunday and Wednesday. Subscribe and tap the bell for notifications of new crafty projects. So we're starting this project off with some basic origami. I'm using 9x12 craft paper and folding it into an accordion. Once you have your first 7 folds, flip the paper over so we can make the inverted folds. To make the covers, you will need a piece of fabric and 2 covers. Use the accordion to measure the distance you'll need between the covers for your spine. I'm using a cheap tacky glue to adhere the covers to the fabric. This is my second project using this glue, and I've learned that it works best when you don't use a lot and let it dry a little so it has a tacky consistency before you stick your covers down. So I actually got these covers from my university's library. They had a free section in the back of books that they were taking out of circulation, and I thought that they would be great one day for a project, and I think I got them maybe like a year or 2 ago, so I'm glad that I'm finally using them. The next step is to add an elastic closure. You could go out and buy some elastic, but I cut this piece from an old notebook I used during a previous semester. I used an awl to line up the holes where we'll slide the elastic in, and then I slipped some brads in the back, more for decoration rather than function. If I could do this project again, I would give myself a little more slack on the elastic. Once I was finished, I realized it was a little too tight for my liking, but it still works fine. Next, I cut a piece of patterned scrapbook paper to the size of the covers and spine and glued it on the inside. Use your bone folder to smooth out any bubbles and to shape the paper around the spine and elastic. When I was first learning how to make books, I used to use a spoon as a substitute for a bone folder. So if you don't have one, you can use a spoon or a really dull butter knife instead. To add to the vintage aesthetic, I brushed on some distressing ink around the edges. Next is to cut your accordion into 2 pieces. You want to measure how much to cut by making the accordion flush to the spine and leaving about a 1/2 inch space from the edge of the cover. Next, you will glue down both of your accordions. Make sure the accordions are flush with the spine. Using the same type of craft paper, I cut down 7 rectangles that will slide into the accordion ridges to create little folders. I made the height of the rectangles 1/4 of an inch shorter than the accordion, but made them about the same width as the distance between each accordion. This step is optional, but I used a decorative puncture for the center of each rectangle. This adds a vintage touch. I recommend using a glue stick or adhesive tape to attach the papers to the accordion. Liquid glue might be too runny and you don't want to accidentally get glue on your papers where you don't want them. Once you have your files glued down, you will glue the open side of the accordion to the front cover, and your file folder is complete. I just realized that this is my second project in a row that is an organization type craft. I'm still trying to optimize the space in my craft room, so that's where most of my creative energy has been. Last week, I made a vintage-inspired tear notepad to organize paper scraps for journaling. If you'd like to watch that tutorial, it will be linked in the top right-hand corner of the screen and in the description. Let me know in the comments if you want an aesthetically pleasing solution to organizing a specific craft tool or ephemera. Maybe I'll be able to come up with another DIY project for us to do. Thank you for watching and helping us grow our little channel by liking, subscribing, and commenting. If you want more journal content, I am on Instagram at 1134press, and I'm still posting December dailies. So I will see you all on Sunday.